All right. 1 second, folks. We're going to be starting right now. All right. Who moved my cheese this morning? Sorry about being late, folks. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. Sorry about the delay. I didn't have the right link this morning on my YouTube. Let me just see what the problem here was. I see. It didn't refresh. Okay. I got it. I guess I'm not savvy enough. Morning, everybody. Sorry I'm being late. Sorry I'm being late this morning. Let's get everything going here. I do apologize. Let's say hello to everybody. By the way, you might have noticed, you might or might not have noticed a new chair. Have you guys noticed? I'm on a new chair. My old chair is in the corner over there. I'll give you the full breakdown of my chair in a little bit. Moondog is in the house. Brendan, Salaire, Omar, good morning. Cheese Grade Trader, Bob, Victor, Eduardo, Kevin, Rihanna, Walter, Wade, Dave, Don, Ringo, Timothy, Robert, Barry, Yuri's in the house. John, Mark, Illinois Grain Farmer, Art, Stan, Frank, Peanut, Sergey, the Sassy Trainer, Diamond Jen, DB Brew. Good morning, Scotty. Good morning, Robert, Javad, Angie, Rock, Kaylee, Jeff, CJ, Stephen, Ernie, Jesse, Thomas, Bobby, Dave, William, Jeremiah, Richard, Rick, Lori, Chad, Kathleen, Dave, Ellen, Ira, MS Spring. Yeah, really nasty market. Gregory, William, good morning. Omar, Naples fan. Good morning, Richard from Puente Gorda. Tom, Ralph, Deanna, Piet DeBrock. Sorry, I had a problem logging in this morning. I apologize. Brendan, Ron, Next Gen, Seth, War Dog, Cosmic Spiral, Brian, Bugs. Good morning, Bugs. Kurt, Ruth. When you give the long and shorts in the morning, are they day trades? Just depends on what we're talking about, Ruth. I talk about a lot of things in the morning. Just depends what we're talking about. Good morning, Nestor. Cece, Ivan, Kirk, Lewis, RP, Joel, Sin, Matt, Bob, Krishna, Julio, Daniel, Sylvia, Sandek, uh, Sandeknar. Yeah, exactly. Detention. Greg, Peter. Yeah, I've never been late for 5 years, and I've been late 2 days in a row. It's not a good look. Peter, Hopium, Michael, Bob, George, Anukumar, Jason, Mursaline, Linda. Good morning, Linda. We got Rebecca, we got Rick, we got Arnolfo, we got Eagle Beagle, we got Steve, we got Karen the Shark, we got Bob, we got Bancroft, we got Mark. Good morning, everybody. I'll pick up the pace a little bit to make things. Uh, Sorry about that. My Zoom was not giving me the link that I needed. It was a mess. It was a mess. Good morning, everybody. So, I do you guys remember what I told you yesterday? I just to start a conversation off. Do you guys remember what I told you yesterday? Um, Recovering 60%, getting above the 8-day EMA. Did we do it yesterday? No, we keyed off the 8-day on the way down. What about mags? Nope. Look, nothing. Nothing went above the 8-day. Do you guys remember I was really, really specific? 60% above the moving average? Here, let me show you what I'm talking about here. Did we go above this area? No, we did not. Did QQQ get above this area? Nope, it did not. Did MAGs get above this area? Nope, they did not. The only thing that got above that area is SMH. But SMH never made it above this line. And I told you we need to get into this range again. So SMH looks better. We're still at the 15, but nothing else looks remotely as good. Nothing gave us 60%. Nothing gave us 60%. Okay. Reminder to post link in your Telegram. I did post a link in my Telegram. I posted the link in all three Telegrams. Yeah, the link is in the Telegram. It is. It is in the Telegram. Thank you. Who was this? TP. The link is in the Telegram channel. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. So we never got there. What was the other thing I told you about? What was the other thing I told you about? I told you about this. Here, let me get rid of this darn. And again, I apologize for being late today. It's I was ready actually on time. I've been fussling with the Zoom trying to get it to work. Yeah, it's there. It's there. Hey, Becky, what did I tell you about the VIX, the volatility index? Remember, we need to get below this line. Did we get below this line? No. Now, interestingly enough, did you see me put any hardcore tech stocks in yesterday in the pit or anything like that? No, no. Defensive stocks. I put a medical healthcare stock in, one we've had for a while. No, no, I did not. Did you see me aggressively trade yesterday? No, you did not. Why? Well, let me show you why. Boy, a lot of pictures yesterday. Right here. Do you see that? Do you see the X marks the spot? Okay. So just wanted to show you nothing, and I did it right here too in the morning at 8. This is at 8:47 yesterday. This is we need to recover 60% of the move from Friday. Do you see the X above the 8-day EMA? Do you see the X above the 8-day EMA? Do you see the X on the SMH right at that level that I told you we couldn't break through? Look. And do you see mags? My point is, anybody who listened to me yesterday, above the 8-day EMA. I needed to be above the 8-day EMA. Cece says, I missed the show. It's addictive. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So just wanted to let you know, we don't have any of those things that I wanted that I was telling you about yesterday. We did not get them. We did not get them. So don't be surprised that the market's down today. All right. What do we have today coming out? We have Susan Collins speaking. We have short-term bond auctions. There's not going to be a lot of mojo. We do have earnings. Okay. As if you had a crystal ball. I did have a crystal ball till Friday. T-Bus took it from me. Now I just have a new chair. I'll tell you the full story about my chair today in the VIP room. I already took too much time from you guys. Earnings, financial stocks, and a couple of other stocks, which I'll mention. Get ready to give me your catalysts. The bond market. The bond market's open. Finally, we're going to get some mojo from the market today. Um, this right here, this is flight to quality. This is defensive. This is defensive. This is telling us that economy is slowing down. This is not moving higher because economy is getting better. It's moving higher because economy is getting into a shitter. That's flight to quality. So what we want this to stay up here when the stock market comes back up. Don't think it will. I think it'll come right back here. What I want you guys to pay attention to today, since the bond market's open, pay attention to whether the bond market comes back into this range. What this is telling us is that folks are taking money out of the market and putting it into the bond market. We don't want that. Okay, that's flight to quality. We don't really want to see that. We want a very slow move in the bond market higher. We don't want a big breakout. So let's keep an eye on this today as well. Good morning, Lewis, Bob, everybody. All right. US dollar. I think US dollar is continuing to move higher. It's staying up here. I'm a little surprised that it's staying up here in light of the uncertainty with China, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. The next level is 100. It's par. Okay. China. What is China doing in all of this? China is bouncing between the 100-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. One second. For some reason, it's taking a long time to load. But you could see here, we don't have any clarity. We want to see China above the 50-day EMA, and then we want to see China above this VWAP right here. This option expiration quadruple witching VWAP. We're not there yet. We want to see China up here. We're nowhere near there. As a matter of fact, we're below the 50-day EMA. Stefan, you should be looking at the 50 hard close below the 15-day EMA, as I always tell people. But I would be extra careful right now because volatility is crazy. So I would be looking at the indexes as well. I'll give you all of my theories and all of that stuff before we leave. By the way, here is a link. Okay. Right here, DXZ25 /Jason /DXZ DXZ DXZ /DXZ. Okay. So let me give you guys a couple of things. VIP room, first of all, link to the VIP room today. We will be talking about the Alpha Zone Pro, and I'll also do seasonality with Data Miner. I want to start using Data Miner more because it's a great tool, and we're going to do Alpha Zone Pro. I'll talk about options. I'll talk about which options to buy for day trading, when you should be moving to futures versus options, the benefit of options versus futures, levels, and all that other good stuff. Here's the link to Customer Service Live. This is the Cam and Gustavo show. Right there. Please, please, please join. Please join the Cam and Gustavo show. All right. They're great. They're fantastic, and they will help you guide the market. And again, I apologize for being late today. I am really, really sorry. I'm going to make it so it doesn't happen again. Gold is still moving higher. Defensive. Folks are being defensive right now. They're being very, very defensive. And remember, they're taking money out of crypto. Usually, they would be putting money into crypto. You could see crypto right now is breaking down. Now, you see this level right here? If we close today above this level right here, 113,500 basically. If we close above 113,500, we'll be okay. If we start breaking down here, we will not be okay. So I'm hoping that we're going to close today above 13 and a half, okay, on crypto. I think once we start getting back up on crypto, I don't like the fact that this low is broken, almost broken. I mean, it's still a higher high, but I don't like this. So if we start going up a little bit on cryptos, we should see money coming out of the gold market, because right now folks are taking money out of the stock market and taking money out of the crypto market and putting it in Old Faithful gold. I'm expecting gold to come down right here to this VWAP. And it's not a crazy level or anything like that. It's just a good support level right here. Okay. All right. Also, folks, if you're just coming in here right now, please, please, please make sure you're watching at 1080, not on auto like I am. Make sure you're at 1080. Please make sure you're at 1080. It'll make it the clarity a lot better. And and while you're there, 1080p, give us a thumbs up one time. One time. Yes, Cam and Gustavo are fantastic. And remember, we haven't done our large caps or small caps. We're going to do that at the end. Okay. So right here, keep an eye. This is a target. I'm going to put an X here, but you guys see it, this black line right here. And again, we go through the same thing every day. I don't have to say I hate it. I don't have to say I told you so, because we go through it every single day. Every single day. All right, crude oil. Crude oil is breaking down. Again, folks, this is a slowdown in the economy. This is a slowdown in the economy. I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm starting to feel that the move in the market is more than just a tariff thing, because the tariffs have not been overreacting this much, and crude oil hasn't dumped this much. So the fact that crude oil is dumping and the fact that money's coming into the bond market is telling us that investors are much more fearful that we're going to have a recession, and money's flowing into fixed income. That those two signs are not good. You're seeing fixed income, you're seeing gold, and you're seeing crude oil down. That spells recessionary. That's recessionary. Just FYI, that's recessionary. Just FYI. And again, I'm not telling you we're in a recession. I'm telling you that when you see the oil market drop like this, and you see money coming into the bond market and out of all digital assets and out of the stocks, that's recessionary. It's a recessionary signal. Okay. All right. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of the session, which we're going to get into right now, do we have stagflation, there's many different words for it. I'd like to say that we're in a deep shit right now, and I'll tell you why we're in a deep shit right now. We're in a deep shit right now. Here. See this number, less than 44? That's stagflation. If this number goes below 50, that's recession for the stock market. So we got to be really careful. We got to be really careful. Matter of fact, you could see right here, 42% of the S&P, 42%. It's not good. And if you look at Russell 1000, it's 38%. As soon as this goes below 50, we are in a technical recession. Okay. Yes, a rate cut would help the market, but the market's already pricing in 2 rate cuts. Okay. Do we have also, Stefan, it would also increase inflation. It would also increase inflation. So it would be good for one, not for the other. We have a double whammy right now. We have unemployment and we have inflation. They seem to think for some unknown reason that inflation is under control. Well, I'm going to tell you, based on all of the data we've been seeing, folks, let me ask you a question. The last time you went to the supermarket, did inflation seem to be under control? You know, it's really funny. People did a survey and 50% of the people said that inflation is better than it was a year ago. My question to all of those people is, do you guys go to the supermarket? Like, are you guys going to tell me with a straight face that inflation is better than it was a year ago? Come on. I mean, come on. Can anybody with a straight face tell me that inflation is better? I mean, here's my question. If you go to a supermarket, if you don't go to the supermarket, I don't want to hear it from you. If you go to the supermarket, would you honestly, with a straight face, tell me that inflation's getting better? Yes and hell no. Of course not. So Yeah. I'm not talking about government reports. I'm just saying go to your local supermarket and then go tell me if you think prices are getting better. Because the last time we did a survey, 47% thought inflation is better than a year ago. So my question is, are those 47 people just not going to the supermarket or something? Of course. Of course they're going higher. Rick, Rick, do you fill up your car at the supermarket? Do you fill up your car at the supermarket, Rick? I don't fill up my car at the supermarket, Rick. Come on, let's just be honest here. Come on. Yeah, food, supermarket. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Let's food prices. All right, enough. Sentiment for the day. What's the sentiment for today? Sentiment. What's the sentiment? Catalysts. I need catalysts. Do you guys have catalysts? What's our catalyst for today? Folks, all I asked you for is anybody who goes to the supermarket, are you noticing that there's deflation? Not one person has said that there's lower prices in the supermarket here. Uh, all right, there we go. Mags, chips, crude oil. Okay, crude oil, I'll take that. Richard Feinberg, when is Johnson reporting? Let's see. Okay, good. Good. That's good. See, you caught me off guard. I didn't get Johnson and Johnson. Let's see. Just say financials. You don't have to list all the financial stocks. Fed speakers, VIX, TLT and VIX is not. No, no, no. How about this? How about we don't pretend things are catalysts when they're not, and we just list them. How about chips, mags, financial, crypto, healthcare, and consumer stocks, DPZ? VIX is not a catalyst. Crude is not a catalyst, and China is not a catalyst. How about we just talk about just the catalysts? Financials, J&J, Mags, BTC related stocks. Ivano, you got it right. Yours and mine looks exactly the same. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 dee, da, 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 da. Chips, mags, and cryptos. Yeah, chips, mags, cryptos, financials, DPC, Powell. Okay, I'll take that. I have chips, mags, financial, crypto, Powell. But Richard, you got one that I didn't have. You got Johnson and Johnson, so you got me there. But China, oil, and VIX are not a catalyst right now. They are the result of everything you're seeing. They're not a catalyst. Yes, Stefan, the Chinese sanctions are a catalyst 4 days ago. Yes, 4 days ago, Stefan. You're about 4 days late to the party. All right, all right. So we got the catalyst. Now, let's now go through everything. So just to be clear, chips, max, financial, crypto, DPC, Johnson and Johnson. Let's move on. That's what we're going to be watching today. Don't confuse the result of a catalyst with a catalyst. Okay. The reason that VIX bonds and oil are in play is because of the catalysts from a few days ago, which is called China. So, Stefan, you're about 3-4 days too late to the party. Don't confuse the catalyst with the result. Okay, sentiment weakened after China hit back at U.S. on shipping. China Tuesday imposed sanctions on U.S. units of South Korea shipping giant Hanwha Ocean and warned additional retaliatory measures against the industry. The move rekindled fears that U.S.-China trade war could flare up again. Folks, all I asked you for is, have you seen anything lower, cheaper in the supermarket? That's all I'm asking you. I'm not asking for a political debate. Now, we all know that nothing is cheaper in the supermarket from a year ago. Let's just leave it at that. Let's not argue with each other amongst facts, okay? All right. Yeah, Richard found Johnson Johnson. I did not have Johnson Johnson on my list, so that's fantastic. He's always finding one that I don't have, which is very good, Richard. Doing a great job, doing God's work. Investors are awaiting a big speech from Jerome Powell, earnings from big banks. Remember, I told you yesterday that today the markets will come alive because yesterday the bond markets were closed and the market needs bonds to come alive. Nah, Stefan, that's just it's the same. We're just going deeper into tariffs. It's just tariffs. It's the same thing. It's just a continuation from last week. Wall Street main stock indexes ended in the green. Everything was beautiful yesterday because the bond market was closed. And China decided to wait till the bond market's open to stick it to us. But no, that's just a continuation. Paulson indicated on Monday she supports two additional quarter-point rate cuts this year, saying monetary policy should look through the tariff-driven rise in consumer prices. Yes, I agree. Consumer prices, which, by the way, we haven't even seen the increase in the tariffs. It hasn't even impacted us yet. And we still have inflation from a year ago. For me, the bottom line is I simply don't see the type of conditions, especially in the labor market, which seem likely to turn tariff-induced price increase into sustained inflation. Well, good. I'm glad she's so positive. We're going to remind her that she said that a year from now. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's continue. Uh, U.S. future rates cuts 97% probability of cut. Earnings on a lot of financial stocks. You don't have to list every one of them, Richard. You just have to say financial stocks. But if you want to list them, that's fine too. This is the key right now. We're looking at 7.2% increase. All right. All right. Focus on speech, Mr. Powell. He'll talk at what time is he talking? Do you guys know what time he's talking right here? What time is he talking? Does anybody know when he's talking? You guys tell me when he's talking. Folks, forget about when the clown of terrorists is. Folks, this is not a political discussion. Please stop this. I just asked you if you feel that inflation is under control. I don't think. All right, all right. Um, The U.S. government shutdown continues, delaying key economic reports. The shutdown delayed the release of a key U.S. economic job report for September and the timing of the publication. Europe is down almost 0.60, renewed concerns over U.S.-China trade tension. See, renewed concerns, not new concerns, renewed concerns. It's the same catalyst as we had from 4 days ago. Mining and auto stocks were among the biggest laggards. Tuesday showed that U.S. labor market weakened slightly. China reversed earlier gains, ended lower today. Reignited U.S.-China trade tension dampened sentiment. Technology stocks underperformed. Profit-taking pressure in tech stocks intensified over worries of technology security strains after Dutch government moved to take control of Chinese-owned chip maker Texperia. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. 1220. Perfect. Perfect. Are starting to go fund me pages for groceries. Here's what I'll tell you. Matt used to give me eggs. Matt used to bring eggs to work, okay, and share with me. Matt hasn't shared eggs with me in a year, okay? Stock index closed sharply lower today as trading resumed after a long weekend with not new, renewed U.S.-China trade tension and collapse of Japanese ruling coalition waiting on sentiment. Technology and healthcare stocks led the decline on Tuesday. Boy. All right. Catalysts, mags, chips, cryptos, and yeah, see, I totally missed Johnson Johnson. I got Domino's, but I missed Johnson Johnson, and ACI is not a S&P 500 stock. So good job, Richard. Good job. Good job. I did, Mark. I did. I gave him a big one just last week, Mark. A real big one, a big fat one. Okay. I know. That's why I gave him a big fat raise. I did. I did. I gave him the biggest raise you guys can imagine last week. I did. I did. Okay. No, he still has those chickens. I did give him a raise. Yes, he deserves a raise. All right. So let's talk about stocks. Momentum. Do we have strong momentum coming into today? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's see what's leading right now. Utilities, consumer staples. Right away, when you see consumer staples and utilities leading, you know damn well that we have a problem. Okay. Then you have technology, Russell 2000, and then you have and then you have and then you have what do you have here? You have communication services, you have consumer discretionary, and you have industrial here, and you have financial down here. Healthcare is up here. This is about as mixed can be. Okay, look at this. Consumer staples and utilities. Then you have technology and Russell 2000. And then you have blue chips. Then you have healthcare and materials. Then you have more blue chips. Then you have retails and small caps, but Russell is up here. But consumer discretionary and communication services are down here. And this is half of the mags right here. If you don't believe me, Amazon, Meta, Netflix. Capiche? Right here. It's all right here. So can't really go too far up without this. And look at Bitcoin. So you have this is just a big bag of mix, just nothing there. Okay. All right. Um, wished you had said that about Matt and eggs before I bought Alpha. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see pictures of the baby too. We'll show you some pictures today. Consumer Johnson Johnson is both. It's more consumer staples. Karen the shark, it's consumer staples. This is fragmentation, folks, to the wildest degree. Let's see if we have any momentum to the upside. And it's important because momentum works both ways. If it's fragmented, markets don't fall as much either. So let's see, 52-week highs. We have less than 100 stocks making 52-week highs. So let's not get too excited about today. 52-week lows, 41 stocks making. All right. How about 90-day highs? Only 100, but you have 96 stocks making 90-day lows. So these numbers are even. So you have a fairly two-sided market right now, which is good, a fairly two-sided market. That means stocks can actually move. It means there's some volatility to the movement. Okay. Let me give you level. So let's talk about the indexes a little bit today. I'm going to tell you exactly the same thing that I told you yesterday. Here. Okay. The only thing you should be paying attention to right now is this. Now, this is intraday. We're falling down. Let's look at bond market. Bond market's been going down since about 6 in the morning. We gapped up. We're going down. I'll do the levels for you, but we have a gap here. I want you to keep an eye on the bond market at 70.78. Keep an eye on the bond market at 70.78. Notice the bond market is here. Now, the bond market could be coming off because things are cooling down, okay? Few things for you guys to watch today. We tried to hit above the 8-day EMA. Remember I drew the X above the 8-day EMA? Did we hit above it? No, we hit it and bounced right off of it. Big red flag. Big red flag. And today we're here. Not good. The next level is the 50-day moving average. We want to hold this level. Write this down, 652.80. You're going to write down 652.80. That's right, Ed. The chickens are on strike. Okay? Right here. Right here. Okay? This line, see how we're below this line? This is my support line. We're below it. The next level is the 50-day right here. Okay? The 50-day. Let's look at mags. Mags are holding on. The next level is the 50-day. Were we able to get above this level yesterday? Nope. What did I tell you exactly 24 hours ago? X marks the spot. We need to get above the 8-day EMA. Once we get above the 8-day EMA, we'll have recovered 60% of the move. Did we get above the 8-day EMA? Hell no. What do? We couldn't even get to the 15 here, and now we're right here. Okay, let's continue. Russell 2000. Russell 2000, we almost got into the move yesterday. We did okay. We didn't get 100% clarity. I drew this line, and I told you we would need to get above this line, but now we're lower. But this isn't that bad, actually. This is still okay. We can open up right here, have an inside day. SPY. SPY 50-day, QQQ. QQQ couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Chips did it, but see, with chips, I drew this level for you right here. Right here, the X, and we hit it and we went right down. So none of the levels that I drew for you 24 hours ago hit. Okay? None of the levels that I drew for you 24 hours hit. By the way, I'll be doing a full update today in the afternoon. Here's the VIP room link. Let me tell you what my agenda is for today. My agenda in the VIP room is let me give you my agenda for today. How we derive key levels in Alpha Zone Pro, very important topic. How we derive momentum levels in Alpha Zone Pro, when you should use one DTE option and when you should use zero DTE option, and when you should use the futures. It's going to be very relevant in today's session because it's very relevant in today's market. So I highly recommend you watch it. I'm going to give you a primer on index futures, explain to you a little primer on index futures. It's going to be an education session. I'm going to talk about how to step in or leg in and leg out of your trades when you're day trading. I'm also going to be talking about our stocks. I'll screen our stocks through Data Miner to see if there's any potential time spreads. So we'll do a double whammy today, okay? It will be a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of fun together. We'll cover some swing trading and we'll cover some day trading, okay? And again, I apologize for being late here today. Here's this. And here's Customer Service Live. You have questions, and Cam and Gustavo have answers. One second. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. All right. So you guys understand, we need to get above these levels. We need today to get above or at yesterday's levels. We don't want to gap down and come towards here. We don't want to do that anywhere. The next major support is the 50-day moving average in these lines right here. If you look at QQQ, actually, right here, which is the 50-day moving average. So I want this to come back here. And I'll draw you some levels, but we want to be above the 8-day EMA. See how we're below the 8-day and the 50? We want to be up here. We want to recover 60% and stay there. We haven't done that yet. We did not do that yet. Okay. Very, very important. Okay. Let me give you guys, let me give you intraday levels right now. Okay. For today, let me delete this and give you intraday levels. I know you guys like the intraday levels, so I'll give you those right now. Right here. Okay, right there. Beautiful. Okay, let me give that to you. I'm going to post this for you guys, okay? Yeah, I posted the link. JB, I posted the link on top for you. Oh, you know what? I'm on the wrong, oh God, I'm on the wrong page. One second. 1 second. Bear with me. I know why you're not getting the links. I know why you're not getting the links here. Because I'm not logged in the right way. Okay. Now you'll be able to get the links. Let me give you the links and you'll be able to see everything that I post. Sorry about that. Again, I apologize. Today is this is what happens when I get a new chair. I didn't even tell you the story about my chair. VIP room. And here's customer service live. If you ever see me talking about posting links, but you guys don't see links being posted, please give me heads up because I know why that happens. You should be seeing links right now. All right. No problem, John. So you should be able to see my links. All right. Thank you, Sean. I see what you just posted for me in the thing. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Let me give you these levels, okay? Just because I was late doesn't mean I'm not going to give you 100%. Always going to give you guys 100%. QQQ intraday levels. I promised myself a long time ago that I was always going to give you guys 100% of me and not a penny less. Okay, let's delete these levels and start with some new ones. That's good right there. Always will give you guys 100%. And remember, folks, if there's anything I'm talking about that's confusing to you, except the political stuff, I don't want to get into all of that. But if there's anything I'm saying that's confusing to you, you can always send me an email at roger@rogerscott.com. What the hell is this doing? Never had so much more difficult time to copying and pasting something in my life. Come on, man. Why is this so hard? What is going on here? Okay, here we go. There we go. Maybe it's because I'm sharing my screen. I don't know. Spy levels for today. There we go. Mags. Let's do mags. Okay. And I'm posting these for you in the main Telegram channel, okay? I've been told that they've been very helpful to you guys. Can you be more specific, Stefan? What long positions are we talking about? Remember, we have very strict rules for opening and closing everything. We don't just close things because we feel like it. Bond levels. I would pay very close attention to this today. Okay, those are good. Yeah, those are great. Okay. Bond levels. Pay close attention to them today. All right. Let's see. What do we not have here? Oh, SMH, SMH, SMH. Let's delete these. Let's draw them again. Those are very nice levels. I could definitely live with those levels. Okay. Let's get you guys this stuff. And one last one. Let me give you Dow Jones levels, okay? Yeah, you got to stick to your plan. That's not how you trade, Stefan. That's not how it works. It doesn't work that way. My suggestion is to stick to your plan. And I give you a plan every day. Second. Okay, right there. Let me give these to you. And here's the Dow Jones levels. Always make sure you wait till the end. I will always tell you, Stephen, in the end what the levels are. Oh, IWM. I didn't give you Russell 2000. How rude of me. Let me give you Russell levels. I knew I was forgetting something. How rude of me. Rude, rude, rude. Not only do I make you guys wait today to enter. Okay. They're a little odd, but that's pretty much it right there. All right. Stick to your plan. Don't liquidate stocks just because you're fearful that the market's going to go down. Is it breaking down? Is the stock breaking down? Is the stock doing something really nefarious? There, take a look at something. Yeah, I'm glad I got into a healthcare stock. Yes. Um, what did Penny say? Yeah, hope is not a strategy, guys. Hope is not a strategy. Okay. Okay. So I gave you guys levels. You have them all there. Let's do small caps real quick. I know you guys like when I do small caps. I really do try to give you 100% here. 100%. Okay. Anything less than 100% is not kosher. Okay. Let's see what stocks are hitting today. By the way, did you guys make money yesterday on what were those two stocks? Raleigh, do you remember Raleigh, do you remember those two stocks yesterday? STI and another one we made money on? Made money on two of them yesterday. Made money on ALBM yesterday. Yeah, I gave you guys I gave you ELBM and I gave you STI. STI and and ELBM. They both made money yesterday. No. Okay, first one out of the gate. JDZG. Don't ask. Um, we need it to go above the 200, which is right here. So we need it to go about 390. Greater than 390. I'm going to write this for you guys right now. Okay. JDZG. I'm assuming you guys like when I give you the small caps. Let me know. Frank, it happens, man. It happens. It happens. I try, Becky. I try. Yeah, STI and ELBM. That's right. No, all right. Sorry, Omar. Next time. Okay, next one. Let's go through the next one. Next one is no. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, yes, yes. GWAV above 2065. 2065. Let me write that down for you. GWAV greater than 2065. I know it's not a penny stock, but yeah, it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosy. What I need to do is get rid of the over the counter stocks from here. Okay, here's another one. QRHC. Above 178. 178. Let me give you that one too, okay? QRHC greater than $1.78. Okay. You want me to look at SSKN? Okay. No, no soup for this stock. Look at volume. No, 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 no soup for them. Okay, let's continue our search. That was QR. All these damn all these over-the-counter stocks messing with us today. QRCH. And yeah, I don't like this one. Too expensive. This is not a small cap. ATXS greater than 1240. ATXS greater than 1240. Okay, let's continue. I think that's it. Yeah, this one looks good. AKA above 1530. 1530. AKA above 15, excuse me, 1530. And I think that's it. That's the one you were talking about. No, it doesn't have the crazy volume, which means it's probably going to go up right now, and then just it doesn't fit our criteria. It doesn't have our volume criteria. Okay. A lot of stocks today, but not a lot with our criteria. Okay, that's it. I got them all for you. That's it. Duncan, I'm not giving you the numbers you should exit. This is not an alert service. It's a free service. You should definitely get out before the end of the day. Market on close or trail. And I showed you how to trail, and I'll show you again how to trail. So we had JDZ, G, QRHC, PSA, ATXX, XS, GWAV, and AKA. You guys should have the numbers for all of them. Now let me give you stocks on my daily watch list, okay? And I got to get out of here. I'm going to be late to work. I know I was late today, so I'm giving you guys a little extra love. Downside stocks first. Downside stocks first. DE 4. DE 4. CNH. CNH. Angie, you only want to buy on a day trade if it's above those levels. You enter above those levels that I just gave you during the regular day session. I repeat that several times. You want price to go above those levels that I just gave you, regular day session, okay? CNH, BSX. Same rules I've been giving you guys for weeks now or months. During market hours, not pre-market, above those levels. Boston Scientific is taking a dump. CL is taking a dump. Thank you, Angie. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. FI. You're welcome, Yuri. You're welcome. That's a nice looking stock right there. AMT. I think you have a little A line here on the next one coming up. Let's see. Flow. I think this may be an A line here to the downside. A lot of consumer staples and consumer stocks are not doing great. That's an A line right there. That looks really good. And OS. I got one more, actually. I got actually one more. BWIN. Yep. That's a very nice A line right there. Now let me give you the long side and I'm out of here. And again, I apologize for being late today. I was not intentional. I was trying to get on for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Long side, VRT. Newmont. Be careful with this one, but I still like it. Still up there. CVS. I still like CVS. I like medical. I like stocks that are not tech, that are not trade war related right now. Healthcare stocks, stocks that are not dependent on trade wars very much. Tech looks pretty good. D-Dog looks pretty good. CENX looks pretty good. Pan W looks pretty good. Looks like a pullback, actually. I would want to see the stock trade above this level, but once it does and it's strong, I would consider buying this again. It didn't pull back all that much. Okay. All right, folks. Here's the short and the skinny for you. Okay. I got to get out of here. I'm really late. If you look at the SPY on a 5-minute chart, you could see that it looks like we bottomed out earlier this morning and we're starting to come up here. Okay. Also, bonds are no longer going up. Right now, that's a good sign because we don't want flight to quality. The fact that bonds are going down is telling us this reaction may be a little overdone. Dow Jones is also starting to come up. My concern today is this. This is the daily chart. I don't want us breaching and coming down to the 15-day. I want us to come back here. If you don't see us coming back into this range right here, no good. Want to see us come back into this range and eventually above this area. No difference than what I told you yesterday. That's the SPY. QQQ. We need to get into this area, the 603 area. Mags, we need to get into this area right here, into this little area right here. We need to get there. We're resisting that area. Yesterday we resisted that area, but yesterday the bond market was closed. Didn't really have a lot of instrumentality. Okay. All right. Be cautious. Be cautious. Don't aggressively short just yet. We're not there. But if we start breaking this 50-day, whoops. If we start breaking this 50-day, I'm going to start aggressively shorting. If we're above the 50-day, there's no reason to aggressively short, but if we start breaking this, I will start aggressively shorting. Please don't go saying, I feel this, I think this, I believe this. Don't do that. That's your FOMO. That's your fear of talking. That's your fear. It's not you. Follow rules. Exit trades if they're breaking down hard below the 15-day EMA. Buy stocks that are breaking above the 8-day EMA. Very, very simple. Okay? Don't be a hero and try to time the market. Don't do that. I'll be updating you every step of the way. And I'll give you my full story about my new chair. I know that a lot of you asked me about my new chair. And boy, there's a story behind this chair. So I'll tell you when I'll tell you during the lunch show today. I won't be in a rush. Sorry that I took so long, and I will not be late tomorrow unless some other crap happens to me. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. It's 2 days in a row that I'm late for the first time in years. I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic day. Don't forget, here is the VIP room link. I'll be talking up a storm there today for you, and I'll be giving you an update on what the market's actually doing in comparison to what it should be doing. That happens at noon today, and here's the link for Customer Service Live. Yes, the chair is super comfortable, and more importantly, it's giving me that lumbar support that my chair was not giving me at all, which I desperately need. I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic day. It's a funny story about this chair. I cannot wait to share it with you. Bye, guys. I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Again, my apologies for being late today. I'm so sorry about that. I take timing very seriously, and I hate leaving people waiting. It's very rude. Bye. All right. Folks, be careful today. Don't feel like you're in a rush. You're not missing out. Stay back. Let the market digest itself, and I'll be updating you. I will keep you updated every step of the way. Bye, guys.